Good morning, YouTube. What is up, guys? Today we're doing a daily puzzle for October 8th, 2018. Let's do it. Alright, so here we have, okay, this is an interesting puzzle. Well, you can clearly see that there's a queen and a rook, battery on the C file. There's also a rook on the E file. And both rook and both rooks rather have the opportunity to control the whole row. However, black's next move is probably rook A to C8, and once that is played, that would skewer the queen to the rook. So we would have to play something a little more aggressive right now. Notice we also have a queen attacking another queen, and there's a key defender, the rook. And so how do we kind of distract this rook? So that, it kind of doesn't protect the queen anymore. So that the queen is left unprotected. And then in the very next move, we can capture it. Well, the thing is, we have to come up with something forcing. First of all, we have to recognize that this rook can only defend the queen if it maintains on the D file. If it moves, if it defers, however, from the E file to the D file, the E file to the F file, B file, so on, it will no longer protect that queen. So how do we distract it from this file? What we can do is we can move this rook all the way down. And notice this is a check. Well, this is a check, right? So can the king move? The king really can't move, right? It's blocked by all three of its pawns and is attacked on all three squares by this rook, right? So it cannot move. It's checkmate, right? Not really. There's another option that black has. Well, actually, there are two. The first being queen to f8, which would result in queen takes f8 checkmate, right? So the queen blocks the check, and then our queen captures black's queen checkmate. A second option is rook takes rook, and I think we'll see that. Yeah, rook takes rook, and notice, whoops, that's my calendar going off. Notice that this rook is not really protecting this queen anymore. It is simply off the D file and has moved to the E file. Now we can simply capture this queen, and we won by an exchange, right? We won a queen for a rook. Alright, tactic solved. Another thing I wanted to go over with you guys, something I found unique about this tactic, was that even if this king could not move, there were some options. So, for instance, let me just show you. I'm just making some moves so that it is white to move. And this is a similar scenario, right? I'm just resetting the puzzle. The only difference from this puzzle and the original puzzle was that this pawn was on h7 instead of h6. So notice now that king can kind of escape after we play this check, right? So if that king escapes, right, if black had a third option, we would simply capture this queen, and notice that it's kind of pinning the rook. Our rook is pinning this rook to the A file rook. So if this rook takes the queen, the rook captures this rook, right? So if black had that third option, we would still be winning, which is quite incredible. But I hope you enjoyed that puzzle. It was pretty fun. I definitely enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Keep watching these. I just updated the puzzles, daily puzzle playlist. So be sure to check all of those videos out and see the playlists. Like and subscribe. I'll hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye. Oops.